Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. Unfortunately, at the time of this recording, we don't have another video crossing 3,000 likes yet, but again, from the past week, we're rallying towards the like streak goal. So if it does happen this week, which I have a feeling it probably will, maybe even over the weekend, then we're going to be doing it for Wacky Wednesday on Wednesday for this Invicta Challenge run. And thank you all very much for the support throughout the month of June. I really appreciate it. Here's your screenshot of the day and artwork of the day submitted here by FE Squirrel. Title thread was Sin starting a new run. And no, this is not a screenshot from the Repentance mod of the Sinvicta character. This is just, I think that they just did this art by themselves, and it looks pretty cool. Like, it's a faithful Flash recreation of the Sinvicta mod that was done many, many, many years ago, and it's still on Steam. And if you want to go check it out, the actual mod itself, then check out the Sinvicta subreddit and just look for the thread from FE Squirrel. This was it was like 8 days ago, something like that. So here we go. Let's hop on in here. Let's hopefully we get a little bit more of an exciting run than yesterday's. Yesterday was kind of today's going to be Quebec Mike Bravo 676 Golf. Of course, we did have a very good combo with the wild card and Diplopia combo, but it wasn't fast enough. We'll get the D-Fizzle, and I mean, I do like Tech 2, but like not that much. I would rather have my tears right now because their damage is not terrible. I mean, 3.39 is below base Isaac, but the D4 offers us a lot of options. I mean, a lot of options. We're also starting with the Hierophant card, which is kind of nice, which I will probably make use of after we've gone to the second floor, just so we don't have to worry about our Devil Deal getting zonked away. I don't know what zonked away means, but that sounds like something Zoomers would use probably. Introducing Zonk Away. I mean, you know, the Zoomers will freaking buy anything, man. We also have Pandora's Box here. Not enough to really get. Okay. Yeah. That's not a good. It's not a good trade here for 15 cents. And with the D4, I mean, like, Quince is not a bad starting item either, but like, is giving up the D4 really worth like 2 soul hearts or even like a boss item? I don't know, man. That's always the $1 million question, right? Like, when do you actually re-roll with the D4? When do you stop? Now, some people don't like it when I re-roll over good runs. They just lose their friggin' minds, dude. And it is baffling to me sometimes how fired up people get just because I decide to re-roll C-Section and Brimstone, for example. It's like, yeah, I think that, like, it's great whenever we get those re-rolls like that, but when we're on a run where we don't need to get the super broken runs, like, I want to go for something a little bit wonkier. And then the catch-22 is, of course, like, oh my god, like, you always take, of course he's going to stop on Brimstone C-Section. Boring. You know, it's like, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of a thing. So I just like to mix it up. I mean, if I don't feel like we really, truly need to re-roll, and it's just something that I want to stick to, like an easy run or something, then yeah, I'll stick to like the regular OP runs. Did we get 3 Little Stevens, by the way? I think we did. But every now and then, it's nice to be able to be like, yeah, let's just get crazy with it. And the last re-roll fest that we had was not that long ago, and it ended up being a pretty good run as well. I'm definitely gonna take No Never again because we have been plagued, absolutely plagued by active items in our item rooms. We get Taurus and Synth Oil. And not the best. So we go into last week's question of the episode from the new strongest episode or run of the year so far episode. This one came in from Vuka74 again, who said, hey, question of the episode, how would you buff super secret rooms? I don't really see a point in searching for them. I feel like they need to be buffed. They do need to be buffed badly. And this is something that I've spoken to Zombolis with before. And I would really love to see a guaranteed item. It doesn't have to be a boss item. It doesn't have to be a guaranteed passive item, but I want to see a guaranteed item in the super secret rooms every single time. I don't think that's much to ask. I don't think it breaks the game in terms of like way too much power to the player, and it rewards people it rewards those players who know what they're doing. You know, if you go through all the effort of looking for the super secret room and you're successful with it, you should be rewarded for it. But you gotta remember, this is Isaac. This is not a game that will reward you for playing smart, or it won't even reward you for making good plays. It's there. So you have to remember that. You take Humbling Bundle just to have something else to re-roll through. I would consider sticking with this up until we took Fruitcake and also Taurus. It's bad. Got a Lover's card just out of nowhere. One of our tier effects from Fruitcake. Go ahead and use that. Get ourselves a full heal here. Another Hierophant card as well. Good lord. HP is not a problem so far. Yeah, that's what I would love to... I'd love to do, is to just see... I'd love just to see... Okay. I would love to see a guaranteed item inside the secret room and super secret room. Maybe not the secret room because it has its own loot table that can be very broken very quickly. But the super secret room is arguably the hardest thing to find in the game, other than the ultra secret room, which I'm not even talking about. You talk about a pool that needs serious buffing. Look no further than that, and that's another thing I've already spoken to Zombolis about. Oh man, it's going to be difficult to re-roll Keeper Sack here. Let's see what we get for our Devil Deal, and that's ultimately going to decide whether or not we stick with this run or not. Tears rate, again, 3.30. Did we have 3.30 yesterday? I think we may have had close to that. Our damage 3.39, again, way below base value here, but if we get Keeper Sack rolling early on, especially on floor 2, we can definitely make some big-time plays here. We've got that Temperance Machine that we still need to use. We can go into the boss trap room and get ourselves some HP if we have to. Then just spend. Adrenaline is not the greatest item, but I'm glad that we have movement speed, some movement speed anyway. And Rotten Tomato, Rotten Tomato's not bad. It's good for crowd control. It paints the targets and makes everything... It forces everything to aggro on them, and it's a very, very effective way of killing powerful mobs early on when you don't have the damage. Regular old HP upgrade, and we get multi-dimensional baby, as well as bad PhD. Need damage. We cannot afford a Tears Down though, so I'm not going to take that. And if we can manage to get at least one permanent payout with Keeper Sack, I'd be over the moon through it. At least we can get something, because I am going to re-roll this at this point. Okay, well, we have more movement speed now, but Isaac B doing what it does. We have one bomb, so if we can find the secret room, this would be worth it if we end up getting money out of there. It's usually not south of this room. Could be, but it's usually not. I have a sneaky suspicion that it's north here. Yeah, I was right. Okay, and that's going to do it for our Keeper Sack trek. We can buy this. Nope, range down horse pill.
Range down.
There we go. We got some damage out of it, so it wasn't the way that I was expecting it to. But hey, it's a range down pill up there too. But again, we have no bombs, so we got some value out of Keeper Sack. But I'm still gonna re-roll this. Main reason is because I don't want false PhD. Multi-dimensional paybe. Well, I mean, there's nothing. We don't have any real bad items here necessarily, but I think that we can do better. And that would be infinitely better. Brimstone, Mom's Knife, Worm Buddy. So I want you to ask yourself this question now. Okay. I want you to ask yourself, would we be happy with just cruising through this run on easy mode after the month that we've had, or do we want to roll the dice to see if we can get even more interesting combos here? Could you live with yourself if knowing that Sinvicta didn't re-roll Brimstone, Mom's Knife? And then let me know if you were one of the people who were complaining that we were re-rolling bad runs. Oh man. The internet be goofy sometimes. Oh hey, look, it's multi-dimensional, baby. I guess we can drop no, because I mean I'm not going to re-roll this run. After the month that we've had, I think that it is very easily understandable that we would want a nice cruising run to victory. Now, I will say that if you want to get like good maximum value out of rolls, you probably want to go for angel deals more than devil deals, because you can really, really knock it out of the park with some solid angel rune plays. We don't really need to be... We don't need to be going into the shop because we can't afford anything right now. I mean, yes, we have the 2 of diamonds, but like it's nowhere near time to use the 2 of diamonds right now. Oh, man. We got the library. This is an ample opportunity for us to get rid of the D4. We can come back and get the Book of Revelations after we're done with this floor. Use it, but I really don't want to... I really don't want our boss items to be removed for... even half of our boss items for the rest of this run. Be removed for an orbital. We just don't need that. And it's the real big downside of the Satanic Bible, which we talked about. You know, the Satanic Bible is... Oh, that could have been another so hard. I think it's definitively bad now. We proved that on stream last week. But, you know, what I will say is that I would have never thought we would live in a world where the Book of Revelation was actually better than the Satanic Bible. 5 bombs here. But here we are. 14 cents. Doing nothing that we can really use in there. And we've done another full clear. All right. Could use a bomb to get those 3 cents, but I don't think it's worth it. You might be here, but I'd be surprised. Oh, wow. Bellamy surprised. Gonna bomb the keeper here just to get a little bit of extra chance. For deal with the devil, we get squeezy now. We are, even with very mediocre damage right now, we are absolutely chunking things down. Mom's Knife and Brimstone here. Leave it to Brimstone to improve our chances here. Now, there's a key beggar inside of the library, which is kind of unusual. We don't necessarily need to play him unless we really wanted to get a little bit of extra money for this 2 of diamonds. But I'm less inclined to do so because we've already been in the shop and we know that there's nothing in there that we really care about. Fills again. Now, of course, with us having Brimstone, we don't have to worry about that range down that we got for that horse pill. I'm also fully not expecting this to pay out either. Now, you could argue that I should have used the 2 of diamonds before I used that claw machine, but I would argue that we would lose more money and also lose our 2 of diamonds than just simply trying to give it a go with only 10 cents instead of, like, say, 20 cents. Your secret room is right here. And, yeah, don't expect an item in here, that's for sure. Oh, we have hypercoagulation. I didn't even realize that. Okay. This is one of the few times where hypercoagulation is kind of pog. We do get a movement speed upgrade. We'll go back and use the Book of Revelations in a second. We do get another Tears upgrade here, and also another Devil Deal, which gives us Eye of Belial, which doesn't do anything for us. Oh man, but we could take 3 Devil Deals and re-roll them though, brother. Like, we got Mom's Knife and Brimstone, but what if we had, like, more Mom's Knife and Brimstone? You know? Yeah, I'm kind of liking that idea. The Devil Deal item, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm not gonna take the pentagram for now. See, and I think that this is one of those times where it's like, yeah, I think it's worth gambling with the D4 a little bit. Do a little bit of extra D fizzle here. Oh, we got Mom's Knife. Okay, well, it didn't give us anything else more powerful. I mean, Eye of Belial doesn't really synergize with Mom's Knife. We did get Demon Baby. Yeah. I mean, we got Ouija board as well, but I still think we can do better. We can definitely do better with a reroll. Could we win with Mom's Knife Brimstone? Of course we could. Of course we could. That's not even a question anymore. But I like the idea. It's going to be a lot more fun for me to see if we can get something crazier with the Devil Deal here instead of just the same old, same old. That's the whole point I'm making when it comes to re-rolling here. But if you're going for wins and you want to play intelligently and not for Zane, then yes, stick with the runs that you know, stick with the runs that are just the easy, you're gonna win no matter what. Those are the runs that you want to stick with. What are you? Okay, reverse judgment card. Okay. I honestly think it's probably worth it now for us to bomb the donation machine. I will take Head of the Keeper. Reason being is because now that we have a reroll to use, a reroll pedestal with the reverse judgment card, now we're going to actually need to hold on to our money as much as possible and then double it so we can get the maximum amount of reroll value that we can. I also have Empty Vessel too, which I didn't realize. Okay, good. I'm hoping that Head of the Keeper produces a little bit more results here. We're never holding on to that Bone Heart. A dead end here. But at least we have the damage to shut stuff down. With Mom's Knife for this one, which is the reason why I'm technically still not re-rolling yet, because I'm waiting for us to get to the boss room, see what that drops for us, and I shall make my decision. Also, I have no idea where we are, and also I have a feeling that this is ultimately going to cost us our boss rush, which would be a prime target for our re-roll pedestal, okay? If not for a Devil Deal or Angel Deal that we can get from a Sacrum Shuffle. Okay, more money equals more rerolls. Finally find our item room here. Yeah, we'll take Sagittarius just for the movement speed because, good lord, we need it right now. So we're now always going to have a Zodiac item whenever we reroll. Guys. Yeah, that would be an almost full clear there. Yeah, we still have a chance, and we get Gish. Okay, so now we're guaranteed to be re-rolling this. Because I'm not using the Judgment Pedestal on this. We get another Devil Deal, which is really surprising. And we get Guppy's Head.
2 of diamonds.
I think we go for it. We stand to gain more HP on the re-roll. So I am going to use the Judgment card now. Then what we want to re-roll into would be something like 9 lives. I'm gonna take D-Bizzle, but I'm gonna re-roll first. Yeah, that wasn't a great re-roll there. But we got D-Bizzle, and he should keep us alive for the next re-roll. All right, D-Bizzle, you got to be our champion here. We do have Libra, which means that all of our stat ups are going to be all stats ups, which is nice. Not sure what we gained. What are we gaining stats from in there? Oh, we have Lusty Blood. Something else I did not realize we had. Yep. Money here, and that is how we want there, D-Bizzle. I am going to take Magneto. Again, gives us more reroll fodder. Boss Rush is pretty much out of the question at this point. So here's our full card. I mean, if this is the right way to go, then we got to really, really, really book it. Got Conjoined Pyromaniac. This is the boss room, if you can believe it. But we got to be supremely careful here with our HP. Going up against any mom, this amount of HP is scary. It's a little bit better. I can't believe that we went straight to mom here. It's going to be a Christmas miracle if we end up getting a boss rush out of this. You have Backstabber and Athame. Wow. We did end up getting boss rush. That is nuts. Get the pact as well, which is nice. That gives us Leviathan. Okay. So we're really cruising now. Picking up the pace here for all those Devil Deal items that I was talking about. Yeah, I think we stick with it. Backstabber, Loki's Horn, the Pact. Abba Dabba Ding Dong. We got maxed out tiers. We got decent damage. I mean, yeah, that's a solid reroll right there. Guppy's Paw. So this does count as a second Guppy item. And we can even get out for free. Look at that. And we have starter deck. That is a fantastic reroll. I don't care where you come from. That is a fantastic one for us. And on top of that, we also have Goat Head. Yeah, that's one of the best rerolls we ever possibly could have hoped for. That was phenomenal. Could take Book of the Dead, but there's no point. So we are locked in now. We have the blue map, so it gives us a little bit of an insight on where the boss room could possibly be. We have a good proc rate of a Thame right now. Of course, Backstabber is just going to be just the pimp of an item it always is. Absolute dominating position that we're in right now here for... Oh, we have the soul. We have Azazel's Rage, which I also didn't know we had. Ended Rock in here. But we are now cruising. We're not like we're not in one run territory right now, but we are looking very solid. And it's that kind of satisfaction where I'm like, man, I'm glad that we re-rolled Mom's Knife Brimstone, you know? Because, like, yeah, we had some major danger there for a little bit, but we pulled out of it and got truly saved by some sound logic of taking those 3 extra Devil Dew items and then using that as sort of like reroll fodder to make sure that we always get more Devil Dew items per reroll. So it's not like an I told you so, but you know, it's called it goes a little something like this. The reverse stars card, justice card here, man. This is great. World card, we got double world card. Sign me up, brother. I mean, we can use the reverse stars card because it's going to get rid of actually no, it's going to get rid of a tiers upgrade. But for an extra Devil Dew item and possibly Guppy, I think it's probably worth it. Speak of the devil, deal. And we get Lusty Blood. We didn't actually lose any tiers. Get the Bookworm transformation. We could take Death's List, but we also take Mom's Knife, but I don't think that it's necessary. So here's a fun fact about this next upcoming combo I'm going to show you. I mean, it's not nearly as fun as yesterday's combo, but I will show you a fun, neat idea on the next floor. So one thing that you can do with the Glowing Hourglass and World Card combo, if you don't need to have all the rewinds, you can do this. You can use the World Card.
The world.
Take a look at the map, and then you can undo using that World Card. Go back to here. So we know that going that way is totally pointless. Ain't that neat? And look at that, we get an Emperor card as well. I tell you what. So now we don't even need the Stars card anymore. Oh, of course. Thank you, game. Curse the Maze. You're so cool. Wish we could all be like you. We could also play that Key Beggar if we really wanted to. And maybe see what kind of payouts we would get, but it's a little unnecessary. Could we do it? Yeah. Am I going to? Nah. Unless we really, really, truly needed the HP or the money or something like that. In my opinion, it's not worth the time. But it could be worth your time. So this way, what happens is that now we can see exactly where we need to go every single map. Without compromising for bombs for like secret rooms if we didn't have the blue map. We know exactly where everything is, assuming that we don't have Curse the Lost. And it's just an easy way to make a run that much easier on you. So you can focus on playing well instead of looking where your navigation is going. A very, very nice combo. You can do that with any card, too. Also, I don't know what Azazel's Rage is doing. I thought it was procced and ready to go here. It's like having mapping every single floor. Remember, we have Goat Head, so we're going to get a guaranteed Devil Deal here. And Guppy's Collar gives us Guppy. So at the end of the day, you know what? The rerolls paid off. And that is a super satisfying way to end the week. Getting Guppy, we had a smart reroll. We had a really lucky reroll. And we had some fun combos to go with. We can actually just use the world card here because I'm not going to not use the Emperor card on the next floor. Very odd spot for the secret room. Extremely odd spot. Look at this. Not often do you get to see it at the end of a giant elbow room. And then on top of that, does this count as a... No, this doesn't count as a church, does it? Hang on. Well, I guess we can find out here. It does not. Okay, well, we still maintain the Queen of Hearts because I just used the glowing hourglass. So let's go see it from the other side. But yeah, this is a very, even though like this run wasn't like we're not blowing the roof off of this run or anything like that. It was a very much needed, much welcome change to what we've been seeing towards the end of these weeks. And the fact that like we got lucky, but also, you know, played pretty, I would say pretty well, is just that's just the icing on the cake. Because now, you know, we get to just kind of relax and chill for the rest of this run. There's not really a reason for us to take dinner, but I'm going to anyway. Unfortunately, Isaac does not, or Azazel's Rage does not persist through rooms. It would be nice if it did, but did take damage here. I'm not going to undo it. We're going to absolutely destroy Blue Baby. And that's good because, you know what? We need a good Saturday. So one week removed from the new strongest run of the year thus far, we get ourselves another fan-schmabulous run here. And even though, like I said, it wasn't like the most dominating, crazy win of all time, it was fun. And that's honestly like all I really kind of wanted for today was just something different, something fun, something that like would be a good strategy episode, and that's exactly what we got here. But most importantly, fun. So shout out to the D-Fizzle for making it possible, and also just good decision making with the extra devil deals. I'll take it. Have a fantastic Saturday, everybody. I hope you all have a great weekend, and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Remember, we only need one more video to basically get us to 300. Assuming that one of the other videos goes over this past week on the weekend, then yeah, we'll have it. We'll do the Invicta Challenge on Wednesday for Wacky Wednesday. I'm looking forward to it. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. And as always, see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to patrons of mine like Jade Fright, Luke, and Dimble Wimble. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.